Among the hundreds of mourners were Minister for Carriacou and Patriotic Affairs, Honourable Elvin Nimrod, Senator Nolan Cox, along with Calypsonians leftist Dan Juma, with Inspector and Randy Isaac from mainland Grenada, among others. Two of the late Rhino's sisters-in-law, Judith and Edith Fortune, delivered the eulogy. In delivering the homily, the Reverend Clement Francis said that while one may want to describe Rhino's passing as untimely, the Lord is the one who knows best. Rhino was gunned down in New York on Thursday, December 3rd by Jerry Patterson, who then fatally turned the gun on himself. Extracting from the experience of Lazarus, Reverend Francis said, God is the only one who is in control of man's life, and that only he knows everyone's destiny.
I have no doubt, just by looking at the crowds here today, that Kenny might have impacted the lives of many. And many, I imagine, loved to hear his music. And we thank God for his life and witness. It was a gift that he had. God lent him to us for a while, for a time. And the time has now passed. The times, the seasons, the years are God's own. And even though we might feel that he was not bound to die, yet in God's good time and wisdom, he is called him home.
Randy Isaac collaborated with Rhino for his last known selection for Carriacou's Carnival a couple of years ago. The song was entitled Stupidness. He recalled the experience with Rhino.
So Rhino was one of the most humble man I've ever known in my entire life. He always, there for you when you need him. He always greet you with a beautiful smile and talk about culture. He put Carriacou on the map. Rhino is one of the best artists that come out of Grenada, and he's a power rank champion, and he's a co-worker of mine in New York City as well. He was a gentle giant, as they said. Yes. You understand? So that song was about that, educating the people to stop doing this stupidness and let's do the right thing. Let's make good music because we know how to make good music.
Inspector said that the culture has lost a true champion.
Well, I know him as a parang champion, a good Calypsonian. I was also impressed by his lyrics. I always call him the Mike Tyson of parang because he hit you a punch, he hit you very, very hard. And we become good friends. I remember inviting him to Grenada to sing for me. And also meeting him in New York, walking in the tunnel together with them, so we become very close. That is why I make sure I show my presence up here today.
The body of the 44-year-old Rhino was then taken by procession through the streets of Hillsborough to a final resting place at the Brunswick Cemetery to the sound of string band gospel music. It was led by members of Lodge of Carriacou and New York, of which he was a member. Richard Simon, GBN News.